Hello, 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 and welcome to Tastyspleen TV. This is your friendly neighborhood Jehar, and it's going to be a hell of a day. It's going to be a long day. We've got Doombringer, we've got Quake Champions Doom Edition, and it's going to be a full Saturday of frags and fun, or something like that. But we've got something very much like a matchup here today. We've got Nessie, and we've got, I'm always going to trip over his name, Panicbork, yeah. Always going to trip over his name. But the winner of those two in a best-of-5 series will be going up against GAIIA later on today. So I know we missed yesterday for Friday Night Fights. It's still Friday Night Fights. Just pretend time doesn't work the way it should. And we've actually got 2 matches for the price of 1. Joining me here today, we've got GMT and, of course, Doombringer developer Christus on board. How you guys doing?
Very well, thank you. And yourself?
Yeah. Woke up early this morning. I'm imagining that this is going to dovetail into Tasty Cups pretty well, so yeah, just got to make sure everything's rolling all at once. It's fine. Everything's good. It's all good. It's fine.
Sounds fine.
Yeah, that's exactly the word for it. But we got Nessie and Panicbork. Yeah, Nessie's saying we're going to play some duels. Yeah, they are. GMT, how you doing, dude?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. Excited about this match. 2 relative newcomers, but both with quite considerable talent and experience in arena FPS in general. And I always like to see what these people from different backgrounds bring to Doombringer, what flavor and what style and flair.
Yeah, as we've mentioned, we've had people come in from, Quake Champs, from Quake 4, from all kinds of things. But I think everybody's finding a home here.
They really are. Doombringer, it is, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing that we can all get on board with. Because it blends so many things together. And, it's the most fun arena FPS.
Yeah, well,
what's not to like?
Blending everybody's guts here in just a little bit. I think we've got them in the server. I know GAIIA is going to be lurking around as well in just a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and head in game and let these guys know that we're just about set. All right, yeah, we got Nessie, we got Panicbork.
That is an eccentric way of saying things, Jehar. Just about Seto Lados.
Yeah.
You do have to be careful. Nessie's not a native speaker. He might struggle. He's Scottish, you see.
Well, he's focused on map picks, so he's got the right idea.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a proper best-of-5, and then the winner of this will play against GAIIA in a full 5-map set.
Yeah, and that will have €5 a map on the line, whereas this is just a fight to get there. This is just to see who's deserving.
You have to fight before you can fight for the money. Jeez.
That's it.
It's getting
brutal.
brutal.
And then you have to fight GAIIA, which is, in my experience, not super fun.
Oh. Yeah. Well, that's why you're on this side of the mic here today.
Joel is slowly but surely making Friday Night Fights into just a regular tournament structure.
It's happening, boys.
It is happening. We've gone brackets to show matches back to brackets again. We're getting there. But, an explosive start as we get off here. It's going to be a first frag for Nessie with the rocket launcher right out of the gate. Nessie was feeling pretty well today. When I asked him, he said it was a good opportunity to see if Christus will implement a frag limit.
Ooh.
Never.
And,
maybe we should play arena duels instead. There's a frag limit there.
An idea. Maybe in a future Friday Night Fight, really show all of the features this game has. But I think a good start here, very important for Nessie. Fata Morgana, a very comfortable map for Panicbork, having come from the CPM community. He's going to be absolutely momentous here, and you're going to see some real pace out of him. Nessie, on the other hand, from Quake 4, only recently getting back into things, is going to be relatively unfamiliar with Fata. And we'll see what Panicbork can do here after his maiden frag.
With the rocket launcher, it's not the most complex map to try and learn, right? I mean, you got a lot of you've got one atrium, you've got a red armor, and you can kind of figure out the angles around the red armor pretty quickly. So usually this is like maybe a map and a half worth of play to start to understand well.
Yeah, I would agree. And the other crucial thing is in Doombringer, memorizing ammo box locations is usually such a big deal, but ammo is just so plentiful on this map, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Compared to like Airwalk, where if you're not careful, you know, you're going to be in trouble. But we've had Panic Bork throw out a little bit of pain here so far. When I asked him earlier today, he was a little bit less cocky. He was like, I don't really know how it's going to go. I need 2 or 3 games until I can hit anything. So it's a best of 5, so that's exactly as many as he gets.
Yeah, and on the opposite end of that, Nessie has been very confident and talked about after I beat Panic, I'll be facing GAIIA and pretty much setting it up as he's already done it.
Well, I like the way he's throwing some of these spam shots out. It's a lot of damage going towards Nessie, who's kind of still reeling from some of those last hits, but Panic Bork is down at the bottom waiting for Mega to come back up. There's the grab, and now Panic Bork potentially has the option to go on the offensive here for the red armor. It's a lot of... okay, it was like not a lot of damage that's happening for all these shots, but that's going to be a frag to tie things back up.
You can tell he's a STPM player, can't you? In every little bit of his movement and the way that he fires, I think especially one of the advantages he's going to have is going to be so used to abusing instant weapon switch, whereas other players find that to be such an unfamiliar thing and really don't get the most out of it. You're going to see Panic Bork understand that he can use these grenades more recklessly. He's going to be using that shotgun later, I'm sure, and the way that he's going to play around LG in combination with Rocket, rarely just using the Rocket on its own. Just good Doombringer play.
And of course in Doombringer that can also involve the shotgun, which it did a lot last week as well, which is all kinds of fun. The damage is really good coming out of Panic Bork here so far. Nessie trying to defend with the LG, making Panic Bork think twice just for a little bit, but it's going to be a finish here pretty soon, with Panic Bork actually taking the lead.
Yep, 4-3 now, and I said that Nessie needed a good start. Well, he got the first 3 frags, but since then it's all been Panic Bork as he will electrocute Nessie and take his 5th of the map. Red coming up in 7 seconds now. I believe bottom YA is up. Top YA just spawned. And Panic Bork actually pretty wrong on the timing here. Not used to the static mega timer, you know, so used to CPM where it's after the 100 damage fades.
Oh. But still the damage he's doing from down here is kind of ludicrous. Nessie, you know, is able to get away with that armor, but he's having to recover here. Finally, the mega's coming back up. Panic Bork going, all right, there it is. Fine, got it. I can count.
Is a powerful thing in a game with this much knockback.
Yeah.
And whether Panic Bork is just playing on the low ground because that's what you do, or because he's recognized that, I don't know, but either way, it's going to work out for him.
So far, it's a 2-frag lead. Nessie, again, trying to stay up top, but his opportunities for damage are largely coming from the LG, but he's having a really tough time finding that direct mid-range fight. And even when he does, he's getting bounced back up to the ceiling. Panic Bork railable out of armor. Red's going to be up and taken by Nessie. Mega's going to be popped back up as well. It's a 50 before the pickup, so if Panic Bork drops, well, he's going to be a little bit too late on that. And now he's got to defend with not a whole lot to work with. Again, just waiting for that yellow armor.
Yeah, I must say, though, I do like what Panic's doing there, and I think it's quite impressive that he is calm enough to sit there with 100 health with the weapons that he has, whereas a lesser player like myself would just be running around like headless chicken out of control. He's quite happy to sit there. Although he does murder himself, which is less than ideal. Even I know that.
A little bit of self-beheading, but here's Nessie on the chase with the LG and finally makes some good for him. He's been really focused on that so far, but up against the rockets and grenades coming out of Panic Bork, it can be a little bit dicey, but here's the drop down. The Mega's already taken, in fact. Yep. He's realizing that maybe a little bit too late. Popping back up towards the top through TP. No.
So
still
one
staying
way
down here.
On the map, they could both go for it. It's going to be Nessie 2.0 on it there. And fight for the red shall commence. Panic Bork on the low ground going to find it hard to get onto it. And yeah, I think it's a day late and $1 short. No! Up the jump pad. LG comes out, does decent damage, but sent right back down. Mega is up now, though. And Panic Bork, he just comes back. What? Straight into the red. The fight continues. Rocket returned for
This
that
man
rocket.
doesn't scared
And
of
then
anything. Holy shit.
with some disastrous movement, misses the Mega, goes to Panic Book. Off the spawn, he's on way A, has a weapon already, but that was not a frag you needed to lose.
No, but a lot of really good aggression coming out of Panic, who's still clawing in from the bottom of the map, figuring out how teleporters work. Jump pads are a little bit simpler. Keep your body intact. A little bit of time before Mega comes back up. Red is gone. Hopefully he figures that out here pretty soon, but the pickup for the yellow is going to be good. Nessie with the LG should be able to defend the Mega for the time being, but I like these grenades coming out. You keep waiting for that disastrous dunk to come out.
And it will, eventually. It always does.
Indeedly. Really good initial wax there, but it's going to be a crater frag. Panic Bork has taken 2 negative frags here so far, and finally Nessie is able to get a clean one off the respawn. It's a relatively small map. Chasing somebody is not always a good idea here, but it's nice to be able to get a few freebies.
And one of the really, really surprising things to me is just how slim this scoreline is. 6-4 on a map this small, which is, as I've said previously, one step up from an AIM map. I mean, it's more or less the amphitheater of this game, but they're playing it in such a way that the conversion frags aren't really happening, and I think that's a very good sign for things to come in this series, as neither player is going to be just throwing their life away, and that's what you like to see, a little bit of fight in everyone.
Well, Nessie's starting to feel a little bit more dominant about his positioning, in addition to his aim, which is going to start to be a problem for Panic Bork, but we've seen him do crazy miracle things before. A good switch to rocket launcher is going to cure that frag before LG becomes a problem, and now he's got a good bounce back to the Mega and the Red. This is going to be a good cycle for him. This is going to be a really tough time for Panic Bork to try to take these frags back, and unfortunately, it's exactly what he's running out of.
Yeah, see, nice direct. LG will finish. A little bit worse for wear. Could be fragged off spawn. If a grenade can connect, indeed it does. It's Panic Bork on the Red. And now with opportunity to make this comeback happen. If it weren't for that direct, he hits a nice rocket of his own. But he just doesn't see a way in, does he?
He keeps failing the rocket jump when he's already at like 75 health. He's got to be one of those players who just has like a piece of paper taped over his health counter because he just legitimately does not care. But he's finally getting back up to the top of the map, looking at this Red with 30 HP. It's kind of dicey. I don't love it, but he's got less than a minute to make 5 frags back. This first map could be in the hands of Nessie, but I want to see Panic Bork get a couple more for the road. Or take a couple more.
We all... The highlight reel. Or the low light reel, as it may well end up being.
Which is possible because I think we have demo recording, right? Hey, we can watch demos. Yeah. How about that? How about that?
There's even spec demos.
Wow. Amazing. It's amazing what the future can bring.
The 90s can bring.
Finally, we're getting back some of the features we've had for 25 years. All right.
Shout outs to League of Legends. No replay feature until 2018.
Nessie, 12-6ing Panic Bork, but the first half of that was very close indeed.
It gives me hope. It gives me a lot of hope. Now, I think that should have been on paper Panic Bork's best chance to take him out. But we still have Error Walk in the pool, we still have Toxicity, we still have some maps that he's very, very familiar with and should be dangerous on. So do not lose hope yet, people, although indeed Nessie is a formidable player already, only 2 weeks in to his Doombringer career.
And he's already considering himself 2.0. He says he's evolved. And we're going from a map that's one step up from an AIM map, like you said, to without the stuttering, to a map that is maybe half a step up from an AIM map. We're going over to Arrow Walk. In some games, Arrow Walk can kind of be calm and cerebral. In others, it can just be ludicrous. We're about to find out which flavor these guys are bringing to it.
In my experience, it can be either. I mean, that's sort of the beauty of everybody being shit at a game because almost nobody plays it, is all styles work, because we're not refined at all. And Panic Bork is going to bring his own ideas to the table, which I'm expecting to be thick and fast. This is the best map for him in CPM, so I'm expecting big things.
All right, so 30 seconds in, and Nessie is already a little bit on the defensive, waiting for that yellow armor before hopping in towards the red. The jump hasn't been made yet, and Panicborg is caught looking the wrong way. What a great rail to keep Nessie low. Even this armor isn't going to be a huge help for him, and now he's out of ammo. He's got a few rockets now, fortunately, but that's literally it. If Panicborg catches him, it's going to be lights out. So Nessie's just staying defensive with these rockets.
And Panicborg, you know, fairly patient himself. You can see this is a proper aero walk player. The way he's spamming, where Nessie can come from when, you know, the percentage chance is probably pretty low, but he knows when he's free to throw those shots out with impunity. And he knows how to get free damage, just like that.
And Nessie didn't even know where that came from. He did a double or triple take there, as Panicborg is immediately shutting down all of his armor. And again, these spam shots, Nessie going, you what? And coming back for more pain, not even knowing where he's supposed to be aiming. Panicborg has him kind of twisted around his finger. No frags yet, but the tensions are high.
Certainly are. Now dropping from above, but whiffing absolutely everything. Panicborg could have made a whole lot more of that, and now lost track of Nessie, I do believe. Trying to cover his options. We'll take the Mega. Red up in 4. Where is the monster of the lake? Well, nowhere to be seen from now. I do believe he's below.
Ha.
Interesting that he's gone quite quiet, and not an easy thing to do on Arrow Walk.
Oh. But they catch each other at the TP.
No
Nessie
ammo
just
if Panic.
baiting for a telefrag more than anything else. He's like, I don't know if I want to fight with the weapons, because that's what happens when I try. Panicborg getting the first frag on the map.
After 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, on Arrowwalk. Look at this bounce, and he goes for the rail. There's those quick switches you were talking about, GMT, and he is absolutely beasting it LG to rail. It's just like breathing.
I mean, this Panicborg, he's a grinder. Like, proper, will sit there and play 32 games in a row on LAN. Hasn't spoken to anyone in 4 TimCons. Just comes in, gives us the price, full sits down, plays his games. Ideal LAN visitor. We love him. But he doesn't tilt either. He'll just play and play and play. So even though he's not the very highest level of player, there's a serious fluency to his play, and you see it right there.
He waited the 5 milliseconds he needed to wait for that rail.
Yep.
He knew the jump to the teleporter was coming, so that's where he put his mouse. That was a sight to behold. It's only 3-0, but Panicborg has been playing so confidently, running out of cells here a little bit. He's switching back over to fists, just enjoying the animation. He gets bored when he's not shooting somebody, so he just wants to watch.
Don't we all?
Getting on the board finally. It's like, okay, it's only 2 frags. 100 health.
I can't believe that Panicborg actually hitting 29 LG on 30 ping in Doombringer. Impressive.
Well, Nessie got another one, and it comes at a steep cost, but he's able to snag away the Mega. Now, that's one thing that Panicborg, for being a little bit newer to the game, might take a second to figure out, is how to get that jump off of the top teleporter. It is doable. You just have to strafe it more than mouse it. Yeah. But as we've seen, he loves whipping his mouse back and forth, so could take a minute.
Might add that Panicborg also is suffering from consistent lag spikes.
Oh.
And he's still hitting those percentages.
Yeah. It's tough to shoot more to compensate.
Out-aiming Nessie, not an easy thing. But so far, it's what he's managing. Nessie's still 1 frag deficit. Gets knocked off the red. Wonderful shots from him, though. But it doesn't matter. Panicborg is there. Try again, son.
You could tell that Nessie was scared of that rail. He, like, ran away as quickly as he could, clenching his ass cheeks, but he came back for more. You just can't keep him down. Nessie still rather weak. Panicborg, fresh off the spawn, looking for this rail. Didn't get it for once, and Nessie almost punishes him for it. There's the Mega pickup. Panicborg just covering all the angles he can, grabbing exactly a little bit more ammo. He's right behind you, bro. Oh, that's rough.
One more rocket, one more dream, another rocket. Can he do it? No, it just won't come together. Where
like
was
how
the shotgun, Nessie? Finally brings it out.
even as he's like getting bounced up to the top of the map, he's checking the top of the teleporter exit first before looking at Mega. Like you said, he just doesn't tilt. Unflappable.
Just not even a little bit. Seriously, one of the best LANs you could ever have. For a stink like Sock, he's broken about 6 desks at this point. He's put us in serious red when it comes to our financials.
He tilts even when he's winning.
Yeah, he tilts massive. It's so funny, though.
Which is why prizes are at €5 map this week.
Yeah, we had to buy a few new desks. It's not been a great few months for the Doombringer Corporation. Well, I recently got a promotion, which is nice. I'm now esports coordinator.
Hey,
Gotta
how
love
about that? Yeah. Well, Panic Bork is seeing if he can keep Nessie in the red. Panic Bork taking a little bit of damage, but there's the steal for the Mega. Oh, I wanted to believe in that grenade, but it's a close range rail that nearly took him down. But all that LG coming out of Nessie has Panic Bork down to 3 HP. Nessie can finish him off and tie it up.
Oh, Panic Bork, don't walk into those. They hurt.
Nice. Yeah, Panic Bork hasn't really been relying on the LG all that much. He's been a, everything else fiend. But Nessie has to start respecting these rails. Yeah, he's starting to like try to back around corners when he knows that he's up on the reload. But he's got the Mega. Making sure to make time for the red. No real punishment coming from Nessie. Oh, there's the attempt on the rail out of the exit, though. He's got him caught in the green armor, but he runs out of rockets. What a great time to do that.
Yeah, and really doesn't want to try him at the telly. This game is lethal when it comes to telefrags, and they are to be avoided where possible. Coming in now with the rocket. Nessie looking good. Puts Panic Bork in his place. Red and Mega clashing. Does it matter, though? If Panic Bork can get the damage done, it really does. I think off spawn, he should be able to get on the Mega. He does indeed. So, actually not the worst death in the world. Very timely.
Panic Bork actually managed to increase his accuracy with that LG.
Nessie just wondering, what ammo do I have? Plenty of, not a whole lot for him, so he's a little bit more on the back foot. Back in towards red, it's going to be up, but he's taking the fight. Oh. Yeah, he meant to do that, for sure. And Panic Bork meant to miss that red as well. Yeah. The great untouched red. Oh,
and again, easy
his
frag.
Last rocket. Yeah, this has got to be a gimme. Panic Bork has lost all of his opportunity here. Oh, but he's making a break for the Mega.
What is this man's sensitivity? It's got to be single digit.
Uncircumcised for sure.
Well, that red finally got picked up. Jehar?
Yeah, of course,
got to make it weird.
Of course I do. Family reunions are always fun. Yeah.
When you do official Quake tournaments, are you like so pent up that it all needs to be released on the Doombringer stream?
Now you start to understand. Okay, cool. I'm glad you get it. I love that rocket angle. He didn't find any love on it, but he got the telefrag.
The first of the day, and I hope the first of many. Panic Bork continues. LG to rail, 55 seconds remains. And at the moment, it's all Panic Bork, but his movement, it's gone to shit. And it's horrendous stuff.
Oh no, that was the beginning of his comeback. And now he's just got to ask for a Kleenex. But 9 on 7, 2 frags to go. But just about 30 seconds. If Nessie is smart, if he's got a few brain cells to rub together, this is when it's time to turtle up. As long as Panic Bork just keeps borking on those red armor jumps, like that is the 5th one this map. And unfortunately, they keep getting more and more dire every time. So that should be a map safely in the hands of Nessie.
It was all going so well. It was all going so well.
I was ready for that reverse sweep. It was going to happen.
Oh, the poor boy.
How do rocket jumps work?
If Panic hadn't struggled with the movement so much, then we would have seen a completely different scoreline.
Totally agree. The number of times he jumped towards red, he got 5 reds that map compared to Nessie's 13, so it just didn't come together for him. And yeah, the number of times he tried to like, you know, do the strafe off of the upper TP, the number of times he just tried to do like a normal red armor jump, it just wasn't happening for him. So ironically enough, a map that he might be less familiar with might afford fewer opportunities to mess things up. Maybe. All right, but we're going over to
Toxicity.
Toxicity indeed, Puka. All right, so this means it'll be match point for Nessie. What's that? All right, but again, it should be a fairly familiar map for him. Not as many complex jumps. It's not really that kind of map. Yeah, so this should be clean and easy. I want to see Panicborg just go beast mode because, as he's already said, it takes him, you know, 2 or 3 maps to get his aim up.
But this is the last chance for Panicborg to.
Yes, indeed. So I'm going to switch over to him here, actually. He missed out on the grab for the red, but he's got yellow and mega. And he's actually got Nessie trapped by the teleporter. He can't get through it. Whoever thought to put trim on teleporters?
Puka did.
Is the right answer. But it's a good punish for Nessie getting caught down there. Next red coming up, and Panicborg's wasting no time. Bit of a jump over to the Mega, but they keep baiting each other. And Panicborg just doesn't care, he just goes straight in for it.
Alright. Solid rail. Don't know how he hit that. I feel like that was all of the shots he does hit, though. Just out of nowhere. Alright, I'll allow it. Interestingly, Nessie has in fact beaten me on this map twice. Phew. Impressive, eh?
So he must be good.
Must be good.
See, one thing I noticed about playing Nessie is that he can be beaten one match, and the next one he'll completely turn it around and basically walk all over you.
Yeah, he's got to find that third act, you know, introspective flashback montage moment with the dramatic music playing.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
It's hard to do that 8 times a day.
Yeah. That's why I've never managed it. Too much losing.
What actually
Just
spawns
exhausting.
the smoke particles in the liquid? That's really cool.
The smoke particles, it's an underwater effect.
Okay.
So particles have an overwater and underwater state.
Rad. And how much is this game going to be?
It's going to be free.
Free.
The base game. And then the single player episodes after that is planned to be
100 million.
But overwater and underwater particles, and it's free!
Yeah.
That's value. I love it. But
If you want netcode, it's another 20 quid.
oh, Nessie.
It has code. It just doesn't have all of it.
Some of the netcode is DLC, yeah. Nessie, though, that was an impressive little assault. Able to stack back up on the red armor, so he is fully ready for this. Still eating damage out of the teleporter, which means, yes, Panicborg has played Toxicity before. Look at these rockets curving them around corners. Your sensitivity has to be very high to manage that trick. Ow. Yeah, so Panicborg is never really expecting the LG. Nessie is hardly ever expecting the rails. And yeah, even coming out of that teleporter, like there's still a rocket whizzing by his face. Really good LG coming out of him. Panicborg still has a little bit of health left over though. I don't know if Nessie is like aware of that stack. But the assault is on. Oh, and there's the rail. Shut me up. There it is.
And this man does not have the zoom sensitivity script, meaning that when he zooms, it's so slow. I hope that he knows. Panicborg discharges, solid. We're kicking off Doombringer bingo here. We got the teleport, we got the discharge. We've got
we
a
had a
massive
crater.
movement flood nobody would make in any other game. You love it.
We haven't had a dual teleporter frag yet.
That's true. We need one of those.
Do you have an icon for that?
No, I need to make that.
Speaking of value.
Right now it's just the general telefrag.
All right,
I figured I'll make like 2 bodies smashed into one.
Ooh.
Sort of like please kill me.
I have some photo references if you need inspiration.
Something from the fly.
I've heard in certain circles you're called the beast with a billion backs, Jehar. Is that true?
It's a very tight circle.
How did I get in?
Yeah. It's like my crochet group, very tight knit.
Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake.
There's
Nessie,
the
7-2.
The obligatory clean joke of the day, but this match is anything but clean. Halfway through, and I still want to say it's doable. Panicborg is making some solid stuff happen, but Nessie's actually the one kind of big braining it here today. He's taking more time on the items, staying a little bit more defensive, because he's realized that moving more means Panicborg just shoots him more.
That's what you like. Nessie with all the snack in the world, Panic with almost nothing as we are in the second half of this map. He'll take another spill. 5 frags his deficit, make it 6. Nessie cannot be stopped at the moment, and it continues. Looks away as he hits that rail. Very stylish, and then the quick switch. Can it be more? He's running out of ammo. I hope he gets himself to that rail box. I'm sure he will after this. He's a smart player. No, he's dumb. He's dumb as fuck. So, he's now just going to charge on in. LG's all you need. LG's all you need. If he dies now, I'm going to laugh a lot.
Well, Panicborg has to know he's heading back up top. Really nice movement coming out of Nessie, though. As he's now realizing...
Doombringer.
Yeah. Panicborg has taken away Mega. Getting caught here on the LG corner, never fun. And a spawn on the red. I mean, the red was there, that's cool. Yeah. But it's a couple freebies, and right now Panicborg can't afford for Nessie to get any more of those.
I do like how I think Nessie just got about 7 frags without picking up a rocket launcher.
Yeah.
That entire life he didn't have one. That is wild.
It's too much work. Oh no, another wait.
What?
What?
Yeah, he was shot down into the ground.
Can that work? Is that a real thing? This game's amazing.
Love to watch that packet by packet, yeah.
Guy connected. He knows it's time. Alright, the boss music starts playing.
He's coming. So yeah, for those of you who weren't aware, Nessie and Panicborg fighting for the privilege to fight against GAIIA in a 5-map series.
Doombringer royalty.
And at this point, it's starting to look like Nessie might be the one.
You know, Jehar, if I were a betting man, I would currently bet it on Nessie. 2 maps up, 15-4. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. I don't know what it is. I just got a feeling he's got this one.
Starting to feel pretty good about it. Oh, he doesn't quite have the teleport awareness that Panicborg does, but Nessie is proving that he can rail as well. Took him a map to figure that out, but so far so good. Oof. Really satisfying Gibbs sounds, by the way. I've said that before, and I'll likely say it again.
Alright.
Yeah. If I could figure out a way to do it, I would have a blood splatter sounds as well. They are in there, but they're not sounding as the blood hits.
Right.
Yeah. Like with the Gibbs bouncing, they have a splash effect, splash sound.
Right, so you get that multi-layered splash effect, like in the game Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can hear it when you shoot with a shotgun, for instance. You like get it.
Right.
Sound.
That was perfect. Just record that. Use that. Nessie is just
I
going on
actually
a
bought a new
rampage.
mic this week, so
Oh, good. Perfect.
so I wouldn't have all those times when I breathe into the mic.
Oh, my solution to that was always just to breathe less. Might account for some of my brain damage.
I have a bad habit of taking heavy breaths. Well, after not breathing for a while,
It's okay, it just puts us in a different category on Twitch. Oh! Tried to go for the fisting. Not today, unfortunately. So
that is,
Nessie,
of course, the other category we're in.
of
the
course.
Pornhub category.
Soon enough. Panic board, great rocket accuracy, but crates fuck you sometimes.
It's just
That's
as
what
well
they
he
do.
doesn't tilt, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because otherwise you'd be fucking livid.
And there it is, Nessie. In a best of 5, takes it in 3. Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GG's WPs, and that means that it's going to be Nessie versus Panic Bork. So, I'm sorry, versus GAIIA. So, goodbye Panic Bork. Hello GAIIA. The fermented Finn hopping in here.
What a format this is. Who came up with this? This is cracking.
Still gotta give Panic some props here. He played really well. It's
Yeah.
just if he gets more comfortable with the movement, I think it would be a major advantage for him going forward.
Yeah, I think we'll be seeing more of him. The pool for Friday Night Fights has started like this, and it's getting a little bit more like this. And I think Panic Bork has blood in his teeth now. He wants to prove himself next week. Now he gets to spend the rest of the day crying. It's fine. Yeah. Or he can spend the rest of the day playing Quake Champions Doom Edition. We'll be holding a tournament for that shortly after Friday Night Fights today. Yeah. So all of the Doom clones today. Even though this isn't really a Doom clone, and neither is QCDE. all of the uncategorizable stuff.
All of the things.
Alright.
Is GMT a person, or are you just confirming that times are in GM? I hope I'm a person. I thought I was.
It's I mean, there's the legal definition, there's the ontological definition, there's the teleological definition. I don't know which of those boxes you tick, but you tick all of mine.
Weird. So, we're going in to this 5-map series. Nessie, the challenger victorious in that first game. Thank you to Panic Bork for playing. I do hope you enjoyed this upcoming match. GAIIA, a tournament winner in the past, a man who has made a little bit of money off Doombringer already. Very impressively took 4 maps off me out of 7 just 2 or 3 weeks ago. What a player.
What a player. What was it that GAIIA said earlier? And who is he saying it towards? Okay, yeah, he said, I don't think I've ever played versus Nessie. So I think I'm a little fearful of him because I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, I would be a bit scared of Nessie.
Nessie wasn't so coy. He said, I doubt he'll stay till 10 minutes. He thought he was playing you, GMD.
Oh.
I have to remind you. Yeah.
I don't know why I come on there.
For the verbal lashing. Well, I realized something. If I don't do it, you do it to yourself. So it's better if the pain can come from an external source rather than from within.
That's true enough. And I will allow it.
Yeah, and everybody, don't worry. It's Friday Night Fights on Saturday. Just don't think too much about it, and it works just fine.
Honestly, people that know what day it is during the lockdown are cops, and they need sorting.
not even sure that's true anymore. Pre-decided maps. Well, hopefully not pre-decided scores.
No, I chose the maps, as always.
Did you throw some aggressor in there?
No.
Ah, fuck. Fine, I guess I'll stay. We got Fata Morgana back in there though.
Yeah, we do.
Hello, Mata. Hello, Fata.
Also, no dual 3, but we can't have everything.
We can't have it.
All right, so here's the thing: Nessie has had 3 maps of practice against a blitzing CPM player. How's he going to deal against GAIIA? And how's GAIIA been practicing today? I saw him in the server a little bit earlier.
Yeah, he's, you know, he wants to put on a show. He's, I would say, a pretty serious advantage in terms of experience, in terms of talent, look, demeanor, decorum, the ability to speak English, all of this.
So what does Nessie have going for him?
He's got a pretty cool nickname, I reckon.
2.0. Alright, so they're going to do Toxicity first. For those of you who were clutching at Toxicity going, no, please, more. Well, that's why we're here. To please specifically that one person.
We heard you. We are psychic.
This map looks like a copyright infringement.
Admit it, Joel, you would prefer it if it was 5 maps of toxicity.
I really would. There's a lot of Doombringer spam going on. You love to see it. It's like our little chant. It means you're one of us. Off the spawn. Nessie knows the guy wants to go through that teleporter. Doesn't quite make the frag happen, but it's good damage. The Mega, and it should be a red as well. About as good of a start as you could hope for without a frag actually occurring. Now with the rail, 1 connect. Second misses, but the third's all good. And there we are. A lovely start for Nessie. Oh, a lovely start for Nessie. Now pick up the ammo, for the love of...
Where we're going, we don't need ammo. Alright, but it's going to be the second round of items coming up here. Red up, Mega about to be. Nessie putting on some pressure from below, popping through the teleporter, and getting hardly any damage out of that fight. It's already gone, man. It's not there. Oh, but GAIIA doesn't seem to have much in the way of weapons. Alright, there's an RJ. Maybe the most useless rocket jump I've ever seen. And that's saying a lot for today.
Panic! Turn off the stream! You become another one of Jehar's victims.
The trail of bodies in my wake.
Just a cyberbully. Don't make it sound cool.
Right, it is cool in that way. Cyberbully, alright.
It's better than an ordinary bully.
Absolutely. The bruises are all on the inside.
Blood is supposed to be on the inside.
We've somehow tied ourselves up here, 2-2. A little bit of a weird mishmash of frags those last couple, but whatever it takes for a GAIIA to get back up on the board. Nessie, walks right into the rail. So, yeah, that's decent. Kind of following the trend of useless rocket jumps. Didn't need that armor anyway. Yeah. There's the red pickup. Mega about to get back up. Really nice movement coming out of GAIIA there. Unfortunately, it was just a little bit too slow to take away the Mega from Nessie. And now he's mad. He's on the chase. He's got Nessie right in front of him. Is this going to be the angle for him? No, but he knows that Nessie still has 10 seconds to wait there for the red armor if he decides to. So this is a free recovery for GAIIA. If he actually pushes back in.
Grenades onto the red rocket as well. That's huge damage. And he will finish as he drops. 4-2 now, and GAIIA looking good. What can he do with the control? 1 rocket's good. Can back up onto the Mega. No, knows Nessie's coming back. Greedy for that way.
Nobody needs a yellow armor that much. Oh, yeah, he had nothing yet. The guy knew I could face tank this fight. He doesn't have any health. And there's the red to pick up. So a solid stack, full control for GAIIA. What he's been fighting for this entire time. But yeah, we keep hearing the continuous traffic honks of running out of ammo, which has been a problem for GAIIA before.
And all I can say about that is welcome to Doombringer.
Yeah. Might need to change that to an actual voice clip going, get the ammo.
I don't know, actually, if the running out of ammo was welcome to Doombringer, that would be sick. Just desperately trying to shoot rockets. Welcome to Doombringer.
I'll allow it. Nice little bit of a love tap there from GAIIA, who's still looking stacked and pretty. Nessie wants that yellow armor again. That isn't there, and he doesn't even make the jump across the gap. GAIIA's wondering, oh, did he actually not go through the TP? All right, fine. That means more red armor for me. Almost had the crate jump. It's okay. You still look cool. Don't worry about it. We still love you. We're not judging. Nessie's really making a home of the yellow armor side of the map, but there's not a whole lot there. Yay, finally. There's the pickup and a mega. And GAIIA was even expecting a fight, and he looks a little bit disappointed that Nessie is just fucking off somewhere else on the map.
Well, you would at 200 on toxicity, no less. A very scary stack. In fact, the scariest one possible in this game of Doombringer. On to the red once again. Really saying those vacuous caster phrases. Got to be done at some point.
Of course. That's how you get the big bucks.
You would know.
Exactly. That's over a decade of inexperience. Oh! Tasty rail coming out of that, though. GAIIA maintaining the lead. Nessie wondering where his easy frags were. Begging Panicport to come back.
Different beast.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can see it. He's played some Doombringer in the past, but just fundamentally such a good arena FPS player. We saw it when Diabotical was in sort of open alpha thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. GAIIA was playing in all of the tournaments, and while he didn't win any, he went surprisingly close with some very, very well-respected DP3 players. And took maps and took series versus players who just wouldn't expect necessarily of a player that comes from CPM.
Necessarily, even.
Has those fundamentals. Just awful, Jehar. Just awful. 8-2. This one's looking damn good for GAIIA.
Yeah.
Messi has been keeping it close though, because I mean it's half the match, but they haven't been that many frags yet.
I wanted to see him get a frag for my belief to come back, for me to start flapping my wings out in the outfield there, but he's rushing in on GAIIA here. GAIIA making his escape, wondering why this fight is even happening. Bounces right back around. It's going to be another catched up by the teleporter. It almost looked like he killed himself.
Yeah, he doesn't even get that.
This frag belongs to me.
Denying himself, he thinks he's playing Dota. No XP in this game, buddy.
Get some ammo.
Nessie?
Get some
Nessie?
ammo. He's got chain.
You have other guns, my friend. Oh dear.
Running past that railgun ammo all the time has come back to haunt him.
It makes me cry every time. It really does.
But then who was found?
Tears of joy. Because I made this ammo system, and it's beautiful. Just every time I'm like, yeah, get fucked. You don't pick up that box. You can have issues.
Ah.
And he's got issues.
You could just feel the frustration coming out of Nessie here. I'm going to keep my camera on him, though, because I want to see him bring this back together. He's got 3 minutes to make 5 frags up. Just got the red. That's a good start. He's got some LGs, got some rockets. Rocket launcher would be even better. Oh, he didn't actually pick up that ammo box. Well, there we have it. Oh, nice. Catch him in the back with the LG. There's the one. Anticipating a respawn. It's a little bit delayed coming out of GAIIA, because he knows that Nessie's attention span is just that low. Oh, there's the pop-up to the rail. Nicely done. And this is the beginnings of hope for Nessie.
It absolutely is. 9 plays 6, and there's plenty of time to get this done on toxicity. But GAIIA does have quite the formidable stack. So does Nessie, but I think this next fight is going to be the one that seals it, as GAIIA pulls back, hits a decent couple of rockets, and that may well be curtains. We'll have to see a lot of work left for Nessie at this point.
Well, I still want to believe because, yeah, he's got a decent stack here. A couple rockets to his name. A lot of waiting around for LG and Yellow Armor. But he's got to recognize this opportunity. Oh, almost got the rail angle out of the teleporter, and that is kind of describing the difference between them because Nessie is looking for all these easy damage opportunities, just not connecting with the all-important ones. But that's GAIIA down to 25 health at the tail end of that frag. He's got to, yeah, he's got to run away from Nessie at this point. But there's a quick recovery. It's a fight again, and during all that time, Nessie didn't bother to pick up any weapons.
1 minute.
Nessie will be early for this red. GAIIA free to get the mega or fight. Really, the choice is his as the clock ticks down. 50 seconds remain. 5 frags to be made. Hits a nice direct, but has no more ammo. Tries for the rail. No dice. GAIIA lives. And he should live to open the champagne and celebrate on Toxicity. A very well-earned victory.
I mean, it is one map. Oh, there we go. We finally got an acid death.
Pretty sure GAIIA wouldn't touch champagne, though.
No, he's a good lad. Definitely not drunk during every tournament game we've ever casted of his. Definitely not.
He gets no thrill from champagne.
Well, he does prefer beer. You are correct. Well, hang about. I just realised that's... So I was referencing the MF Doom song that samples I Get No Thrill from Champagne.
Ah.
Very good song.
The layers go ever deeper, and so does GAIIA on Toxicity. Nessie having a little bit of trouble there. It was a close one, but a few stumbles means an easy map for GAIIA. A good start to him, and certainly setting the tone in this 5-map series. At this point, every map means money. So if Nessie wants to eat tonight, he's got to start doing a little bit better.
€5 goes the way of GAIIA in this 5-map series. We will be going to Fata 1, 5, or GT4 next. Apparently we're going to 1. All right, I'll allow it.
All right.
The seminal Doombringer duel map, and indeed the seminal Doombringer 2v2 map, which, just a little spoiler for the future, we are working on a 2v2 Friday Night Fights.
Ooh.
Should be a very good time, and I hope you'll get excited for that.
And I spent all day working on the item timer code. As one noticed last week, it only shows 1 yellow right now. So with that improved code, we will actually be able to have item timers in TDM with power-ups and everything. So,
Well, hey.
Too exciting. Because, yeah, we've
it's
certainly got some...
It's the little things.
We have some big maps with a lot of items, and indeed, this is one of the larger duel maps. Not the largest, but one of the larger ones. With some fun times to be had around the rocket launcher and mega teleporter. But all the fun times are coming out of the rails so far. Nessie getting a little bit of damage off on GAIIA, but having to break up the fight.
Look at him, checking for top way A.
Yeah.
What a new school Doombringer player.
Yeah, if he wants to, like, hang out and sit around Yellow Armors, this is a better map to do that, sure.
Yeah. And also to make use of his pretty impeccable rail as well. And you're also going to see more lifts with the LG here. People are airborne a whole lot more. Nessie makes it happen.
What did he think was going to happen there? He like tried to catch him out of the teleporter from like 50 feet away with the rocket. Like, no, that's not going to hit. Sorry. Gravity is faster than rockets.
Gravity is faster than rockets. Like, very literally untrue, but yes. Nessie will take another frag, and I think this is the map I would most expect to see GAIIA win, given his experience with Doombringer, a tournament winner in the past, whereas Nessie pretty new, and this is a map that exists nowhere else. This is a Doombringer original, and a very nice one it is. Nessie, though, looking good right now, and I think actually what might work in his favor is that control on this map isn't the most complicated thing in the world.
No. Not complicated, but still somewhat risky. given the spawns and some of the jumps you have to make to Mega. Especially if you manage to miss the jump and have to, you know, spend a little bit of health on a rocket jump or go back through the teleporter again. It's all opportunity cost. Look at this tasteful red fog down by the red armor. It's red, that way you know the red armor's down here. It's very, you know, tasteful.
It's got good mise en scène.
Yeah.
Or mise en place. Yeah, place.
Alright, but 2 minutes in, and yeah, we can expect a lower score threshold on this map for sure. Depending on how many fights we get into down here at the red, which is what Nessie is kind of baiting right now, and not finding it. He's like, okay, I got the red, but what I really wanted was a fight over the red.
Yeah, he's playing a very red-centric game as well, which I think is what Stink has done in the past, certainly what you do in 2v2. I like to see that actually giving the map some serious thought in terms of how you go about playing it. The Mega's so much more risky, so much more damage possible. And LG lifts as well, as we have this huge fight. They're both just going at it with the LG. They both tried for the rail. It would not have been lethal if GAIIA had connected, but of course for Nessie, it was, and the shotgun, hopeful from GAIIA.
Yeah, that was a little bit of trolling with the stair step. He must have been in that fight before and going, you know what? It's actually harder to hit me here than one would think. But he's still got to make it to the Mega. 18 health. Just kind of holding my breath for that jump, but Nessie's still up. 6 up on 1. Certainly a good comeback.
Yeah, you can tell from the way Nessie moves that he's very, well, let's see, intentional with his movement.
Yep.
The way he jumps over to the red, I mean the Mega, he makes sure that he gets the most of the air strafing speed. Not a lot of people move like this, but a lot of people try to move like this in the beginning of their movement before they just relax more and go for more aggressive forward dashing.
Well, I would say the only player that's sort of comparable in movement is Crazy Al, actually, his opponent last week. Both very good at that movement. And I think both have given serious thought to what Doombringer is and what it isn't, and crucially how it's different from the games they're coming from. And Nessie, I think, well, he takes his game seriously, doesn't he? You love to see it. Dedicated player indeed. Whereas GAIIA are a little bit more freeform, just sort of feeling it. But of course has the talent to back that sort of an ethos up.
And right now Nessie's is trying to back up the score with tons of stack. We haven't seen a proper fight in maybe the last minute even, as Nessie's been able to kind of keep doing laps and keep taking items. If I take a quick look at like actual item counts here, 8 reds, make that 9 reds to Nessie, to the 2 from GAIIA, and a similar split with Megas, 4-2. So the bigger question is, GAIIA, I mean, he's working with like yellows and a Mega from time to time. He's really got to open things up with at least 1 rail, which we see there, but even here, Nessie's stealing away yellows. Oh, finally, a fight over the red is going to be it, but Nessie is losing all of his stack to the LG, getting fought off there, and yeah, the Doombringer LG has quite a bit more knockback, which is good, which is what I want, really. It's perfect.
It's nice when a game's its own thing rather than trying to become Quake Live again, isn't
it? You know, we did the Quake Live 3v3 last weekend? Or the week before? It was frustrating because you see like really cool rocket derails happen and like nobody dies.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, that was really neat, and it didn't affect the score at all. Like, this is so frustrating, just watching bullets bounce off of everybody's thick, downy foreheads. It just doesn't work. Fortunately, weapons hurt in Doombringer.
Thick, downy forehead. That's a good one. I mean,
yeah,
that in future.
like you know, it's a brand. It's a brand of bog roll in the States. In case you were thinking I was saying something else. It's toilet paper.
Something else.
Oh, okay. Well, it's like the softest toilet paper.
Okay.
Yeah. Red coming up. Oh,
Red coming up. That's basically the castaway of apologizing for what you just said.
shit, he broke the code. Abort, abort. Shut it down. All right, but still only 4 frags between them. And now both players are feeling comfortable enough with each other to just kind of stand around at armors for a while. There's not a whole lot of punishments happening at the items themselves. Getting out of it is going to be another story, and GAIIA finally picking a frag back up, taking hardly any damage in the fight, going to be maintaining a good stack. It's a big enough map, you can't really depend on finding your opponent off of the spawn, so he's just kind of looking everywhere. He heard him, he stopped, saw the little exclamation points pop above his head. What was that? I guess it was nothing. No, he's there. He's definitely there. But he's gone.
The thief reference was certainly something I did not expect to hear.
If I can't find a good way to stream Thief single-player levels with, while making it interesting, you know, I'll just sneak it in here. Do what I can.
I appreciate it, Jehar.
5 to 6. GAIIA inches ever closer to taking this, his second map. Nessie still has that 1 frag lead, but for how long can it last? With GAIIA on the red, with all the weapons, with all the ammo he could want as well. He's looking very scary, whereas Nessie 125 will get on this Mega, but it could be lethal. He hits a direct that may allow him to escape, and I think it will. Onto a YA as well, and now the fight for red becomes very interesting indeed. Up in 4. Where's GAIIA? GAIIA is there with the LG, and there's just no dropping on that, having to fight through the chain gun as well. Nessie thinks better of it.
You have to wonder, with the relative trouble GAIIA's had tracking down Nessie, is Nessie thinking, can I survive 1 minute with this 1 frag, take this 1 frag and go, no, you can't have it, but in that case, don't go to yellow. There's going to be a fight at the yellow. And Nessie falls to his death. What?
No rocket ammo because, well, why would we have ammo? Welcome to Doombringer. Nessie once again coming unstuck in that regard. Here's a messy fight. Both with the rockets out, both jumping over. GAIIA takes a tumble. It's Nessie. Should be on the Mega and for free as well. Oh no, it's a great rail from GAIIA. And now fighting again, but the shotgun comes out hugely clutch. They're both going to battle it out. Nessie gets the better of him, and that's a Doombringer.
The Doom has been brought. All this time of having so much space between spawns and frags. Yeah.
Oof. That was
1 to 1.
Can actually call it that one. Yeah. I doubt he'll stay till 10 minutes. Indeed. But that was just a string of spawn frags that was just unprecedented considering the rest of the map.
And Nessie has exactly 1 more of every item.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of just circling and lapping each other while taking items. A lot of that. Whew. But that is not the biggest possible map. There's so much variety in Doombringer dual maps already. Even though we're at this, what are we calling it? Alpha, beta, early
stage.
Early stage, yeah.
Yeah.
Just 4 years in.
Yeah.
Well, it's been 4 years of... I mean, 4 years ago, it was a very early build of Doombringer. Yeah. Now we're starting to come to something that one could start to consider releasable in a...
I remember when all these maps were just gray boxes. Well, not even gray boxes, like light purple, mauve boxes. Yeah.
Yeah. Mauve. The best color.
Mauve boxing. It's the new way to map. Yeah. All right, but a little bit more, room to run around here, but even more tricks and traps as we move into map 3.
Boxes are colorful. I mean, even the gray boxes are colorful.
Yeah. Because you're going to be staring at it for 60 hours, so
yeah,
might as well be something nice. That's how you choose a spouse as well.
3.
All right, here we go. Map 3 coming up.
I'll make sure Rotten Rose heard you say that.
You're only going to see her for 60 hours.
Technically, it was a compliment. Technically. It's my favorite kind of compliment. It only sounded rude. Oh, no red armor for you. Not without paying the rocket tax.
Whoa.
But these grenades bounce right back up through the teleporter. Cirque du Soleil indeed. No frag coming out of it, but oh so pretty. And then just the most ugly brazen frag you could ask for. Oh, that was a direct rocket. All right.
5 HP. GAIIA clearly a little bit frazzled. Will be able to get on this Mega though. Has a way A as well, and top way A is up. If he can get over to it, just needs to avoid this little attack from Nessie. One more rail will do it. Ever so patient here from Nessie. Doesn't make it happen, but he's got to run the gauntlet once again. Another jump. Nessie's not there anymore. Backs up onto the red. And both looking sort of reasonably healthy, but neither dominant in terms of stack.
Fortunately, we've got an LG back in the hands of GAIIA. Want to make good use of it, but again, just being really careful about when he decides to drop down. It's going to allow that red to go to Nessie. But he wants to catch him on the exit. Bounced him right into the yellow armor. Oh, really good damage, but it's turned back against him. It's got to be frustrating for GAIIA here, pulling out the pistol. Going, come on, that was so my fight. That was my gimme. Ooh. I wish I had a railgun. Railguns are cool. Oh no!
And a lovely pair from Nessie. Stuff all round from the boy today. He's looking damn good for a brand new player. To be taking on GAIIA like seriously impressive to me at least.
Starting to get
Rel
very
coming out
excited
once again.
for the next TimCon.
Yeah.
It should be a good one.
TimCon 2022.
Well, Sweden never closed down, so we can have a TimCon here.
Yeah.
Just as long as it's not 50 people.
It's gonna, well, no.
49.
Winner gets a ventilator.
Loser gets corona.
a whole case.
Oh.
All right.
4-1. That's kind of mean.
Well, welcome to us. Just get away from the LG. Just stop it. Oh no. Oh. What did he even kill himself with? A pistol?
I think with sad thoughts.
Oh. Oh.
He went to Berserk. That means he shot a rocket or yeah, pistol might have worked.
Yeah, he didn't have a rocket. That was kind of his entire problem.
Yeah.
But GAIIA losing his first frag, and Nessie is just starting to punish all of these angles. Ooh. Can't quite push in on this, though. Somehow he's still alive, and GAIIA kills himself again! What? There are hotlines you could call, man. Come on. And he didn't get the 50.
I need when I play. I've thought about calling the Samaritans mid-tournament before. I really have.
It'll take you more than your allotted time to just even describe what the problem is.
they just keep... They just... I don't know what to do.
He just keeps railing me.
Over and over.
They're railing her. And then they're gonna rail me. Oh.
What's happened here? So, 4-0. Nessie.
Arena FPS really is a game type where you can get into some dark thoughts during the tournament.
Do you think you need to tell us about, Chris?
I just remember when I tried to become good at playing Doom and played Ocelot a lot.
Oh.
And it just broke my mental state to the core.
It didn't do that bad because you just said, fuck it, I'm gonna make my own game. And then lose to everybody in that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I did good.
Mission accomplished. GAIIA, though, just cannot catch a break.
Yeah, he can. He's got 2 frags. What are you talking about?
Cool. I know where you can spend them. Right?
Oh, it's going well for the boy. No, he's got this. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Oh, this is. Oh,
well,
of all the times not to have a rail.
Nessie probably is not gonna completely mess up in the last minute.
Excuse me. Is this a reference to something? on this cursed map.
Trying to shoot GAIIA with 30 HP while being 200.
Yeah, in overtime.
Yeah.
All right, now he's got to feel
good
good.
time.
That was a zoom in of excitement. He's feeling good. He's in the zone. He's got the shot. He's got the rail. Tying it back up 4-4, so I guess my total lack of hope was unwarranted, but it could all go sideways here in the yellow armor room, which it generally does. The damage is good. Looking for the finisher with Shoddy. And there it is. 4-5 now. GAIIA turning it back around.
Please pick up the red. There we are. GAIIA looking very good at this point until he, did that, and then he looked a little shit, but that rail's nice.
In his defense, he did pick up the ammo. He specifically went to pick up the ammo.
Yeah, which I do like as a general rule of thumb in this game. Red now coming up again. Nessie going to be the first to jump on it. Surprised the guy didn't quite go for it, but he understands the power of knockback. Nessie now on there, but it... Well, Doombringer LG. Very, very dangerous. Nessie tries to get out, and he will, but very, very weak at this point.
Pro tip, if none of the weapons seem like they would help you in your situation and would just cause more knockback, just switch to the shotgun. It'll work. Really nice shots coming out of GAIIA here. He's hungry for these frags, and because these are now money matches, he's also just, hungry. Oh, yeah, the shotgun. You've got the shotgun. He's switching to everything but it. Just not getting the job down. Out of ammo for the rockets, just, would have done the job.
Nessie just about makes that work, and I actually really like this aggression. He's low, could die to 2 pistol shots, but he goes in anyway, makes it work. 6-5 now. The pressure back on GAIIA. Now, it does need a little bit of stack, but 50 is there like an old friend to pat him on the back. Nessie takes the red. Mega is up. Where's GAIIA? GAIIA at rail, jumping up. This isn't a free Mega for him. In fact, he's going to have to walk away.
And speaking of free, Nessie is just at 200 now. Even taking away some armor.
Waiting for yellow armor, he can't pick up.
Yeah.
And another.
Yeah, that means no armor for GAIIA, really. The chase is on.
That is an entire rotation of items. The damage very good from GAIIA, though. I'm not too sure he can make it work, but it's it's a direct. He just needed that little bit more. Nessie now to the good with 2 minutes remaining. Mega will be up, but GAIIA's going to have to navigate himself from the high ground. No easy feat in this game.
Oh, but if the shoe fits, that's going to be Nessie taking another one. Oh. What does RH mean?
Oh. Might be something Finnish. Who knows?
Roast ham.
Roast ham?
Yeah. Or just, incoherent mouth sounds. Oh. Yeah, the rockets just aren't going to be helping at that angle too much. Nessie still thinks he can...
for GAIIA. Nessie's still very low. On death's door. He needs to make the frag happen soon, though, before Nessie gets on this Mega, crucially, because then he will have quite the stack. Indeed, GAIIA on the low ground looks for the LG. Nothing's connecting, though. And Nessie is... There's the rail. GG is called, and a GG it was. Nessie starts off very strong. GAIIA comes back, but out-pinged. Nessie makes it happen in the end.
Outpinged.
9-50.
I mean, I guess Nessie does have a 13 ping. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it is nice.
All right, but that is going to be another map up for Nessie. No wonder UK is pretty much unbeaten in TB. It all starts to make sense. Okay. There are German servers as well. All right, but that's 2 maps for Nessie, 1 to GAIIA.
Technically change over to the German server for the last 2 games. I don't think that would be unreasonable.
I'm not in charge. I'm just here to watch.
Me neither. I I sent what's it called? I passed the buck over to Joe.
That's for the best. Yeah, because he's the esports coordinator, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
whenever someone asks me something about anything concerning this, I just tell them, ask Joe.
Well.
And then I make a poster.
By the way, thank you for those. They're fantastic. Couldn't get any better. Right now we're watching Nessie, the Monster of the Lake, versus GAIIA, the Fermented Fin. Nessie currently up a map in this 5-map series. And we are indeed going to the German server. To kind of... I don't know what that's going to do to the pings. It's going to do something to them.
It will give GAIIA a better ping. I'm not sure how good, though.
Or how worse for Nessie.
Yeah, so GAIIA has a 33 ping, and I think Nessie probably should have been here from the beginning. Because GAIA's ping isn't that massively better here.
Right. Yeah, probably a little bit better. We'll see if Nessie actually hops back in.
That being said, GAIIA was still out-damaging Nessie for the most part. So, granted, he might have not been able to play the game he's comfortable with. But, where did Nessie go?
There he is.
There he is.
By the way, I appreciate how the fist model has one glove, because that's way cooler.
Yeah, Nessie still has better ping than GAIIA.
It's much closer now.
Smaller gap, yeah. Which is bad news for GAIIA, in case he was looking for a scapegoat to complain about.
Well, just comes to show that we should have been here from the beginning.
The esports coordinator has let you down, I'm sorry to say.
20 less ping, 20 more frags, says Lynch.
Now, at the risk of disgusting everyone, I need to go for like 2 minutes because I have a knee that is separating pus.
Oh, I was just going to say you have to take a massive shit. Okay.
I don't. I did that earlier. No, I have a knee that is leaking. So I'm going to go deal with that and be back in a sec.
Good old leaky knees GMT. All right, hurry on back.
We could try the Swedish server next time as well. I mean,
Yeah.
I just managed to get it back on after a lot of head scratching and realizing that my ISP had locked basically any server capabilities out of my network connection.
Oh, yeah.
By making a collected IP address.
Ugh.
Where I didn't have my own IP address, so I couldn't open any ports.
Lame.
So I had
Too natty.
to order a unique IP address just so I could host server.
3, 2,
Well,
1.
we're happy to be here in the German server now. GAIIA versus Nessie. It is a map advantage to Nessie at the moment, with GAIIA having one, so this is going to be round 4 or 5. Watching GAIIA at the moment. And yeah, this is a map where a lack of map knowledge could take you quite a bit of time to calibrate, just because it is a large map, which means that there's a lot of potential chasing, a lot of avoiding. Of course, you're going to be having fights at Mega and Red. But other than that, you can stall for quite a lot of time if you don't know the angles and don't know kind of the little connections between the atriums.
Yeah, but just like Duel 1 has a lot of space, but it doesn't have a lot of nooks and crannies, really, in the same way that Duel 3, for instance, is a lot more complex map.
And most importantly, there's no teleporter that takes you from the top of the map to, or the bottom of the map to the top.
I don't have a timer. Fuck. Yeah, me neither. I think
neither actually.
This server might be
Fuck server. Yeah.
almost rule. It should.
Just the rule set.
Yeah, probably is on another rule set.
Welcome to Doombringer.
Yeah, if they have like the arena dual roof that they wouldn't have a timer because there's no time limit.
There
we
it is.
go.
Hey, all right.
3, 2, 1, fight.
Boom. All
And
right.
we're starting all over.
Yeah. We waited for you,
5
GMT.
map from the beginning. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yep. The advantage of Cold Wolf rule set is you don't have to have a million map servers just to have 3 game modes or something. But you do run into a few snags here and there.
Guy playing this patiently behind Nessie.
Yeah.
Waiting for him to
There
come
we go.
from
He's
the high ground, but he doesn't.
And he goes in the other direction.
Saying 100 is enough for anybody. Come fight me at Mega. But he's actually leaving the Mega, allowing Nessie to get the grab. So Nessie's going to have a much better stack here.
Yeah, that's gone poorly for the Finn.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't need no stinking mega.
All right, but
He's the Finn.
at least he can avoid the fight for now. Baiting the fight into red armor, and that knockback means no more fight. He cannot afford to push into it anymore. And in fact, he's getting pushed into the yellow armor. He's got to get out of this hole quickly. Yeah, he was even expecting a little bit of a rocket jump play there from Nessie, but he's actually chasing him directly. What? Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
The lava claims another victim.
Oh, that was a bit of an own goal there, really, because Nessie didn't need to go up that jump pad at all.
Yeah, and this is no Quake live type lava. This is
Oh! Nice mid-air.
high damage lava.
Yeah, don't chase your opponent into that room, because that means your opponent leaves, and guess who's stuck in the room? It's you.
Yep.
This is basic math.
It's the death cupboard.
The death cupboard. Used to have one of those when I was a kid.
Yeah, Harry Potter lived under the
Mom was
by
strict.
the yellow
Yeah.
armor there.
All right. And an open door fight. Ooh, nice little jump over the grenade. Very clean against Nessie. GAIIA lost very little in that fight. And Nessie wants to chew some of that stack off. GAIIA running it back over towards red. Gets away with it. And back into Mega. So all of this direct chasing from Nessie just means he's chasing GAIIA into every item on the map. It's not how you get stacked up, buddy. Oh no, what happened there? Alright, we're still at -1. So GAIIA has the freedom to wait on this red armor. 10 seconds to Mega. As GAIIA goes up top. Yeah, this is the point where, similar to like Quake World or Quake 2, you really have to start listening for ammo pickups. So you can know he's up there.
And it's about making a decision which item you're going to make your big attack on.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can wait multiple rotations even. Nessie going to be picking up this red, but at what cost? GAIIA does come in, does a lot of damage. The LG is good here from Nessie, but will it be good enough? GAIIA doesn't want to go through the telly, respecting the Doombringer shotgun, and well, he should. He's got plenty to pick up anyway.
And of course, you'll note no option for the what? There's like 2 bullets.
Easy. 50 damage though.
Yeah. Very admirable there, GAIIA. It looked cool. Completely ineffective and useless, but it looked really neat. Nice, yeah. Listening for Nessie to come around the corner, but Nessie's oh, perfectly done. These prediction shots from GAIIA have been so clean. 4 on -1. It's not like we've seen too many direct fights. It's just been a whole lot of Nessie just walking into bad shit.
Yeah, it looks like
it's like every little entrance is getting attacked by GAIIA with pretty good timing. He's just punishing those little holes. Oh, And now he's feeling the stack advantage enough to go like, all right, fine, we can just keep attacking. It's fine. And Rocket, no, he dropped. He's gone. Turn your HRTF on. Yeah.
I'm not seeing much fight out of Nessie at the moment. Trying to put something together, of course. Red is up. The guy will be there.
He's looking for a place to take a nap. That's what he really wants.
Yeah. I think so. And now, even here, needs to back away. Needs to back away from everything.
Doombringer, the where bullets have splash damage. Yeah. Alright, so a bit of an awkward fight here, but Nessie is trying to drop on a shaft. If you've been playing any Quake for any length of time, this is not what you want to do.
Well,
Running straight to the red could have had the Mega.
Oh. Quake Champions is the game where nails have splash damage.
Yeah, but they're really it's okay. Yeah, it's more abstract in that game, really. Because it's the same mechanic.
The very most diplomatic thing anyone has ever said about Quake Champions. It's more abstract. It's abstract, boys.
The nails are really the plasma, but then there's a plasma skin for the nails, so the nails are the plasma again, even though mechanically they're identical. Fuck. Ugh.
You heard it here first. Quake Champions is more abstract than Doombringer.
Yeah.
Tim Willits, the Picasso of arena FPS.
It's more the whistle.
Pretty sure it's on sync error, actually.
Oh. Now, in Doombringer, the guns look the way they look because they look right the first time. Yeah.
When
Look at this
Sorlag
pistol.
spits all over me,
That's
I
a
really
man's
feel
pistol.
that ambiguity ticking away every few seconds while I frantically search for help.
It's more of an existential crisis.
Yeah.
But 8 on -1 again, like it's been the same sort of thing where no matter what stack Nessie finds himself with, the fights are kind of all awkward for him, and he was able to get that one done because Guy had literally nothing. He was trying to hatch an egg on the Mega, but here he's going to wait for red, and then surely he's got a plan. Right. You heard this bait coming out of
Don't call
GAIIA.
me Shirley, first of all, and second of all, no, probably not actually. Very low level arena FPS deals this, I doubt it.
He ran around the corner where GAIIA was, and then GAIIA wasn't there, which confuses Nessie and makes him angry.
Good
And
old
even
G,
this-
though. Good old G. Rocket as well. And he looks away because, of course, cool guys do not look at explosions.
But Nessie's still alive.
will live.
Is this the time to go towards the red armor that isn't even there? Well, it's time to get the 50
There
at
we
least.
go.
So that's
Nessie
nice.
makes the
Yeah.
50 HP jump in an actual game.
That's exactly what this is, an actual game. Oh, 2 perfect rockets. We'll give that one to Nessie. Now he's just got to make 7 more of those. Well, with this spawn, this should be a gimme. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Big old
One
freebie
thing
for
I
Nessie.
noticed with GAIIA this series is that he does not wait to see where he's spawning.
Who does?
I do.
Yep. Nerd. 8-2, GAIIA. Leading this one rather comfortably. Nessie
getting
will
it.
have the stack though.
But in this final minute, it's the best Nessie's felt this entire map. Unfortunately, he's out of time. And as long as GAIIA wants to hang out by the grenade launcher, it's going to be frustrating for Nessie. Yeah, coming up the stairway. Oh, ow.
Oh!
Oh no, there's going to be another crater. Yep, there it is. Ugh.
Put a fork in him. He is done as we go to map 5. The
This
final
is where
map.
you press F5. Or
The
F6.
Friday night fight.
Yeah, Saturday edition. Daylight Savings edition.
It's the Quake Champions Doom edition of Friday night fights. just a little bit off.
He's like, cool, now I'm up here without him being up here. Now I get to win, right? That's how that works?
It's gonna be a nice 5 seconds for the boy.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. GAIIA, taking the map. Which means, yeah, 3 maps to 1. Or, wait, no, that would be 2-2? 2-2, yeah. The server change confused me. I'm easy to confuse.
We move
to the final map.
Yeah. One to go. And at least, you know, everybody's coming out of this with a little bit of money. Unless you're Bork. Then you don't get any money.
Or indeed casters. Christus.
We do it for the love.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
For the love of
Jehar
the
got a
game.
sub earlier. He's doing okay
Yeah.
for himself.
Yeah, I'm doing fine, really. Gonna chuck it all back into Tasty Cups later, but yeah, it's gonna be fine. But you're the esports manager coordinator now, right? Yeah, so
Yeah, that's me.
you should get the big bucks.
Things suggested that there wasn't really any need for a prize pool because the people who play would play anyway.
Nah, money makes everything better.
I think it makes
Quote me on
it
that.
a bit more interesting, at least.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a way to like justify our life decisions to our parents. Look, Mom, I'm
Yes.
making money.
How much?
Don't worry about
No,
that.
shush.
Don't worry.
Money.
Real money.
Yeah.
All right.
Everyone asked me that. When are you going to make any money of this project?
25% of the profits go to the esports coordinator.
I'm spending a lot of money on the project. Does that count?
You got to spend money to make money, Christus.
Yeah.
I find it suspect that you get an esports coordinator before you get a financial officer.
Finances, schminances.
It's a good tagline for the game. All right, but we are. Oh, we're into it. Oh, that's real. Okay, I thought we were still in warm up. But Nessie is done warming up. 2 up on nil. He's like, finally, a map where I don't have to look for him for 5 minutes. Yeah,
This is
I know where
the
he
man.
is.
You'd think GAIIA would be the one who knows Fata better. Being
Well, I'm sure he knows it better.
yeah, well, Fata being Fata, I guess.
And Nessie being the GOAT. Out of a very awkward fight, unable to make the rockets connect. Nessie does not have such a problem and avoids that shotgun very narrowly, gets the rocket in there just in the nick of time. 5-1 already, and it's not even the 2-minute mark.
And Nessie hatching an egg on red armor. No fight up top. A little bit of LG tickle from below. But Nessie's still looking at a fantastic stack. Mega's going to be in the hands of GAIIA here. And so Nessie's just punishing corners, looking for a little bit of an opening shot. Just begging him, like, please come back into this fight. But he wasn't quite as ready for that as he thought he might be. But the damage is good, the rockets are better, and GAIIA goes down.
I'm going to watch him as he has it all to do. Fists out, a little bit of that guy tilt maybe, I'm not too sure. Jumping down on LG, usually ill-fated, but the rockets are good. The rockets are great. GAIIA back on the scoreboard, 2-6, and with a decent stack as well. On the other side of the map, spamming out the rocket. He is not long for this world and off the spawn. It's a horrible one. Worthy of a Doombringer spam if either fancies it.
He didn't chase the frag, though. He took a break to go get the red armor, but he's rewarded for it with another clean one. 10 seconds to the Mega. It's going to be down below, but yeah, he's got to ride this train for as long as it's got any steam in it. But those 2 rockets say he's pulling into station, taking a bit of a pit stop for the Mega. Oh no, but he's bounced off of it just at the last moment. 9 HP, he's still here. He wants the Mega, he wants the frag. He gets it with 3 HP. Oh my god. He wasn't about to give up that fight. Holy shit.
He's not about to give up these €5.
Had that been me, not me being pushed up there, I would have been like, oh, I was lucky to get out of that situation.
I need this money.
Dashes back right into it.
I need it. It's either here in Doombringer or down at the docks. And if I'm honest, I sincerely prefer Doombringer.
That is the remake of By the Waterfront that I need. Marlon Brando on the docks or on the server.
I was more imagining Blackadder standing.
Yeah,
with
you can imagine what you like. Yeah, whatever you prefer, Baldric.
The main takeaway is poverty being solved by Doombringer, €5 at a time.
Doombringer, it's better than sucking dick. there's your tagline.
I feel like we're selling the game a bit short now.
Speak for yourself. What is this? Oh, the bullet storm does indeed come out. People can fly after all. As that keeps the score relatively close, 6-10, as we hit the halfway mark. But with these grenades flying out, yeah, you just have no idea where the frags are going to come from. Really consistent, patient play coming out of Nessie. It's like the first and only time we're ever going to say that. As this shotgun is doing him just fine. Is this arrow walk? Kinda. It's arrow walk with a little bit more room to breathe. Flipped inside out.
And no railgun.
And no railgun. Which means it's better. Just gonna lose 5 subs over that. Alright, but the score...
you say so.
I think this map plays really well if you like Quake World, though, which I know you do.
Yes.
And it's why, well, Christus, we've been talking about it every year for the last 4 years. We really need to get down to a QH LAN. And
I was going to QH LAN, and then my sister messaged me and said, "Hey, you asshole! Don't you understand that we made a surprise birthday party for you?"
Oh.
And I had to stay at home.
No, I didn't, because it's a surprise.
There were a little bit of things happening between that then and there, but basically I announced I was going to QH LAN, and people started messaging me a lot with like really strange messages.
Oh.
And I was willfully ignorant because I wanted to go to QH LAN.
Oh, I'm sorry you didn't make it. It was a good year.
Yeah, I really missed out. I feel like.
Oh.
It was nice. I had a good birthday party with my
I
family.
guess the birthday party was okay.
But yeah, it's a shame that things clashed.
I mean, what has being loved and cherished got on 50 nerds sweating in a Swedish hall?
It was a Danish hall. Actually.
It was a Danish bingo hall. So if you wanted to smell, geriatric butt, that was the place for it. It was good.
10-11.
Yeah. Heated up by middle-aged men.
Definitely a better.
Do you want to play Blood Run, then Arrow Walk, then Blood Run again? Boy, have I got the place for you.
Alright. 1 frag separates them. Just over 2 minutes. And GAIIA is feeling this LG. He's taking a bit of damage here. But Nessie's not leaving that corner. That's going to give him yellow armor if he waits for another 5 seconds. A little bit of health and waits even longer, but he's just getting punished here. GAIIA just needs to give that up. Yeah, he even loses out the opportunity for a Mega. That could cost him everything here. He doesn't have the time to mess up again. He whiffs the shotgun shot, goes on down. And Nessie's still looking at a decent stack, and yeah, there's 2 for the price of 1. Oh, what is that rocket? Right between the legs. GAIIA looking before he leaps this time. But getting stuck in the corner. Really good LG damage on the defense. But he's got to make, a real frag here pretty soon. Not one of those fake frags. We have a question. Does this game have air control? Yes, not in the way that you're used to thinking of it, though. It's strafe control rather than air control.
Oh, GAIIA, very clean frag there. 12-13. Just one frag separates him. And that... Oh! He doesn't even realize what he's done, but it's okay.
He had that.
That was the biggest no-brain, big-brain thing I've ever seen. All right. This is bad. Wait, this is good. Man,
It was amazing.
brought it to a tie. Oh, looking for a decent rocket. Had a good one. Then gave himself a little bit of his own medicine on the wall. But this close range, how could he mess that up? Well, they're not used to fighting that close. Nessie, though. Plenty of health. None armor. I love this rocket jump. The pop is good. Where's it going to land? Right in GAIIA's lap. Taking the lead. 8 seconds on the clock. And he still got armor. He still got health.
And there was a bus crash somewhere on the map.
Yeah, that's not going to help out Nessie at all. Those little happy birthday grenades. Yeah, that's going to be a solid one for GAIIA, taking away the Mega. Almost catching him with that grenade. Oh, this is good damage coming out of Nessie. But he's got no time for it. He's got to throw some rockets.
A little bit too messy from Nessie. Needed the frag desperately if he was to take this map. In the end, I think it will be a very slim margin that he loses by. And such a slim margin to lose the series by as well, as that is GG. And the end of this edition of Friday Night Fights. GAIIA wins 3-2.
And what a last match that was.
And we watched literally some of it, thank God.
Really close game, and I don't think Nessie knew how much opportunity he had in those last 20 seconds to make at least one frag back, and maybe on the respawn.
Yeah.
So
Congratulations to GAIIA.
Nessie, if you are somehow watching this moment of the VOD before any of the rest, don't scrub back. Don't watch those last 20 seconds. You'll hurt yourself.
Yeah.
All right. But
And
yeah,
for
GG's
anyone
coming
who's
out.
confused, yeah, GAIIA did come off the winner and still champion. Well, semi-champion.
Which means you picked him.
Stink like sock.
You picked him right. You know, the system works, is what we're saying.
The system works. I'm worth every penny.
Yeah, so that's going to be winning's going to everybody here, and GMT is going to take his cut, I'm sure. He's now appointing himself the chief financial officer as well.
I'm taking over. It's a coup.
I don't mind.
Is it really a coup if he's a willing participant?
Yeah, it's only because of what I slipped in his drink.
Hang on there.
Yeah, that's heartwarming and pants-warming. But fantastic matches today. We had 3 players, which is a 50% increase from previous weeks. Who knows what the future holds?
Who knows indeed? Well, 2v2 is on the horizon. Stink versus GAIIA will happen at some point. And yeah, there's lots of stuff on the horizon for Friday Night Fights and Doombringer at large.
Yeah, we got the TDM coming up, and the aforementioned GAIIA versus Stink. Wherever Stink deems it possible to attend. He's got a packed work schedule, so that.
Yeah.
And then Joe wants to host a proper bracket tournament as well. Coming.
One day.
I do appreciate how everybody's been so flexible with their time. I mean, it's surely a byproduct of nobody having anything better to do, but that's where we fill in the gaps.
We do.
Well, I certainly don't have anything better to do.
Well said, well played, and good games, everybody. I think we're going to shut down Friday properly here and get Saturday rolling in earnest. In just a couple hours, we're going to be going live with Tasty Cup's Quake Champions Doom Edition. So if you know what that is, be excited. If you don't know what that is, watch anyway, and you'll get excited. So, yeah, back-to-back events here today on Tastyspleen TV. Don't go anywhere. Well, if you do, come back maybe. That would be cool. That would make me happy. And You should care about keeping me happy. Everybody, we'll catch you in just a little bit.
Shower Jehar in love.
or just water and soap and shampoo. It's probably good too. All right, guys, we'll catch you in just a little bit. See you there.